Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. For those that haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&As before, it's where you lot in the comment section run the show. So get your questions in. Obviously, members, your questions take priority like Super Chat. So if you are a member of the channel, link for the membership is in the pinned comment, or you do indeed Super Chat, I will get to your comments. So if you see me going to the same names, people, I'm not ignoring anybody. It's simply that's just one of the many great perks. So like I said, all the green usernames, I will get to your questions. Same if you Super Chat, I'll get to your questions. Let's bump up the likes though. Let's bump up the likes on the video. Big up to everyone who joined from the raid over on Shameless FC. Love to my brother Lewis every single time. Big up to everyone who joined as always, just as normal. Please make sure though you hit that share button, even though there's over 100 people in here. Share this across all the socials as well. And on top of those things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV, because we are closing in on 8K. We are really close to 8K. We're at 7,887. So 3 more, get us up to 7,890 people. That is the next, and likes as well. There's over 100 in here. We're at 23 likes. Let's get us up to 50 likes as well. Let's see what you lot are saying in the chat. Obviously, I'm going to get to I'm going to bring in all of the panelists as well. Big up to Jack, says new member. Big up to Jack each and every single time as well. Large up to Jack. I see you in the chat who says big up Flawless. We'll get to any of, I know the vast majority of the questions are going to be on Arsenal beating Manchester United 3-1 as well. Big up Warrior J, Strasbourg Steve, Shakar in the cut as well. Oh, Sheik. That's his new name. Yeah, I will do an 8K party, 110%. I will do 8K. As soon as we get to 8K, I'll do some form of 8K party. I don't know what, but let me bring through the panelists anyway. Steve's here. Obviously, he's a member of the channel, so that's why you see Steve on the Q&A here as well. Eddie's in the building. Alam's in the building as well. What are you telling me though, Steve? You good?
I'm all right. Jeez, as good as I can be. In the personal life, I'm chilling.
Love that, man.
Yeah.
Love that. Eddie, what are you telling me, family? You blessed? I did just see the message you sent me, but are you blessed outside of that?
That shout out. Before I say anything else, fuck them all. You already know who I'm.
You're breaking up a little bit, but I caught what you said. I
didn't say it clear enough. Fuck them all. They're all a bunch of fucking scrubs. Fuck them all, dog.
Hey, I hear you, fam. I hear that. Alam's in the building. Yes, Alam. What are you telling me? You good?
I'm doing amazing, man. Woke up today. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander did the business, bro. The day could be better.
There you go, man. There you go.
The anti-hero that is Dylan Brooks. It's fucking hilarious to see, dog. It's hilarious to see.
Hey, bro, I will never say another bad word about that guy ever. I'm a fan officially.
The jokes, I swear on my life. I said, on my life, I swear. Yes, Taz, what are you saying, man? You blessed?
Yeah.
Bless up, man. But yeah, you lot get any questions in, man. Get your questions in. Like I said, members, get in your questions. Of course, if you super chat, get to it. Let's bump up the likes though, because there's over 100 people in here. Only at 28 likes. Likes is way too low. We'll go to Warrior J first, who says, Steve, what's your thoughts? Steve, thoughts on Newcastle's last 3 defeats?
Well, I wanted a center back before the window closed, whether that's a loan, whether that's a free transfer, whether that's someone, and I think we all saw why on Saturday. Because Dan Burn, I've been telling people, in the way we play, you need to have some form of recovery phase. My man Dan Burn just don't have that recovery phase, and Matt Target is just trash. And the fact that Brighton are a very good side. They were very good on Saturday, so I can't take nothing away from them. Yeah, it's long days, but the Liverpool defeat was unacceptable, embarrassing, and it was the most bottle job freak show I've seen. People ain't calling it Spursy, but they should be. They should be. We'd all be laughing at Spurs if Spurs did that. People call them Spurs. They get the ultimate banter. So yeah, we were Spursy on a Liverpool game. The Man City game we defended well, but it just took that one moment of quality. Yeah. So I don't know what to say. You know what? This comes with the expectations now. People expect things of us. I don't know if we're ready for that or not. I got no idea. All I know is that when we go to the San Siro, play AC Milan away in the first game, we're going to get packed about 4 or 5-0 because they are fantastic. They put on a clinic against Roma on Friday. I watched. I did a watch along and everything. They put on a clinic. They are going to rip us limb to limb when we go away from there. And it ain't going to be pretty. It ain't going to be pretty.
No stress. Okay,
so that's what I think. We're playing very, very poor. Isak should have finished at least one of those 2 chances in the opening 10 minutes. He didn't. He paid the price. You pay the price in each and every game. I don't care what kind of league it is. I don't care what kind of players. I don't care about the opposition you face. If you do not take your chances, you will pay. You will pay the price.
Mm-hmm.
Shitty goalkeeping from Nick Pope. Offensively, a wreck.
Yeah, he was poor. Yeah. He was poor in particular the first goal.
So
he was poor for the first goal.
It is what it is, man. We got Brentford at home on Saturday. That's the 5:30 kickoff once the international breaks down. We have to win that. Otherwise, Eddie Howe's really gonna start feeling some heat. I'm not on to him. I'll criticize him when I have to, because that's the fair thing to do. And that's the other thing too that I don't get. And this goes for any of the teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can criticize a manager and still be with him. Are you with your girlfriend or whoever and she makes a bad choice, but you still trust her? You're going to call her out, though, when she makes a mistake or when you make a mistake and she trusts you. That's all it is.
First.
It's nothing deep. I don't want Eddie Howe out just because I said one thing that I think he screwed up big time against Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is, But, yeah, we've been shocking the first 3 games besides the Aston Villa win. So it is what it is, man.
Big up to Jack. He says, where do you see Manchester United finishing the season? I think 5th or 6th at best. Yeah, that's fair. You know what I'm saying? I said that. After the business we did, I think 5th or 6th is fair because we still have, even though we've improved in certain areas, we still have glaring deficiencies, and we've seen that in today's game going forward. We don't, like I've been banging on about all summer, we don't, in Warrior J, Sheik in the chat, they'll both attest to this. I've been saying all summer, we don't create enough and we don't score enough, and we've seen that today against Arsenal. For all the possession we had, in particular in the first half, don't create enough, don't score enough. Yeah, Højlund may be able to alter that and change that, but even him just by himself wouldn't be enough. Even if he's phenomenal, him by himself is still not enough for us to do any better than what we did last season. That's our ceiling, unfortunately, but we suck. Jez says big up, large up to Jez as well.
Yeah, let me touch on that real quick, bro.
Oh, you want to where we're gonna finish in the league? Yeah, floor's yours, fam.
6th.
Yeah,
fucking 6th.
Yeah,
if we're lucky.
Talk about sorry, go on, talk about it, fam.
Because this is what we do. We are what you consider a top flight yo-yo club. Meaning 1 year we're in Champions League, the next year we're out of it. Yeah. And we always figure out a cool way to get fucking embarrassed and kicked out of the Champions League. So just prepare yourself, people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Galatasaray again. I don't know if quality they're up to par. What I do know is atmosphere. You got to be a stone fucking killer to go to Turkey and get a result.
They have quality, by the way.
Yeah,
I watch them play almost every game. They are quality. I like the Turkish Super League. They have quality.
I'm just saying because I don't know. I'm just saying because I don't know.
I know
what I'm saying. I'm not denying or pushing it back. I just don't know because I'm not really tapped into it like that. But I'll take your word for it. It's the same fucking jokers every game, and y'all think something's about to change. That's the coldest part to me. The same people who we look to as to why United aren't where they're supposed to be are still there.
Yeah.
And it's laughable at this point, The Sancho thing, listen. I think a lot of us are from a time where social media wasn't that big a part of our lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we understand how to handle things in a different way. But these kids who grow up with social media being the end all be all with society, that's how they operate. That's how they operate.
Yeah.
See, me, if I was Sancho, right? And this manager going to speak on me the way he did in that press conference, I'm calling my boys from the other side of the tracks, and it's all black with the black Air Forces, and I'm parking in his parking spot, waiting for him, asking him, what's that shit you was talking about, bro? See, it hit different when you pull up on a motherfucker. He's not expecting you to be there,
Right.
but you want to put on this social media thing for their fans and all of that, so you get that type of influence and shit with you. And brother, it don't matter because he's the manager. In the court of public opinion, it's you versus the club.
Yeah.
That's it. It's never gonna be Sancho's narrative against Ten Hag's narrative. Because Foz will tell you, I've said it on countless times, I don't give a fuck what this manager says in the press conference because he's always talking shit.
Yeah, we know what it is. We know what it is.
He's called Maguire a great player. He said this about Ronaldo. He said all this bullshit in the press conference. So I'm gonna stay on my code. And I'll be like, yo, you know what? Whatever the fuck he said, I don't believe it. I could care less. What I honestly think it is this. He was pissed. He could not get the people that he wanted in the building. And Jadon Sancho is damn near our highest paid player, wages-wise. He's sending a message. Now, at the expense of us actually being successful on the pitch, he's sending the message. Because how the fuck you continuously send out an Anthony, send out a Maguire, allow yourself to be stuck with fucking Evans, give Luke Shaw a new contract, give Rashford one of the biggest contracts we've seen, and I'm supposed to sit here and be like, yeah, you know what? Ten Hag got this shit under control. I can trust what he's doing. Mind you, I didn't even get to the fact that this is yet another fucking embarrassing loss to an away team. Big Six away team. People, now I've heard other people say they it was unfair, the result, and personally, I don't give a fuck. A result is a result. Like 3-1 is 3-1.
I knew I wasn't the only person that thought like that, by the way. I knew it.
Because, again, what happened at the back post is some shit that I was seeing in 2017.
Oh, you mean from the rice? You mean the rice goal? You're talking about the rice goal?
Like, we always get beat off of a corner at the back.
It happened in the first half when Nketiah just didn't score. That's the craziest
And I didn't even speak on that.
Yeah, it happened. Like,
and the worst part about it is, it was to them fucking bums. Yeah. They're not even a good team, people. Don't let this result think Arsenal is really rounding into form or some shit. Honestly, it's between City, Liverpool, and nobody else. So I don't want to speak too much on it because I want to give other people the opportunity to speak. But let me tell y'all something right now, dog. And I end on this. Hey, Ten Hag, you better fix the fuck up.
Yeah, agree with that.
This is Mount. This is your away form. And honestly, you're doing the favoritism thing. If the kid, if Haaland was gonna go look like that in the 30 minutes or whatever that he played, why the fuck did we get started from the first place?
I'll push back on that because we don't know the level he was at in terms of fitness.
I feel you, but we know what Anthony Martial's level is, and people are shocked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he was just, you know what, we had no one else to play up top. That's what that was. But that's a whole different conversation about getting your point.
I would rather, you know what I'd rather him do?
Go on.
If he starts out, it's shaky. At least we have Martial for 45 minutes to end out the result.
Yeah, I don't think.
Again, what am I talking about? Right? I'm talking about Anthony Martial.
Yeah, for real.
I thought you were gonna say W squared, white course, but I'm glad you didn't.
Shit, I'll take him back. At least he can run.
Yeah.
People look at Martial. People watch Martial, and if you can honestly measure his speed to everybody else's on the pitch, and you will see what the fuck the problem is. He has no legs.
Yeah, he's done, man. He's been.
Let me chill. Somebody other questions. Every people got other
That's
questions.
Cool.
Like
I'm just starring some stuff. Like I say, continue to get your questions in, people. Before we continue, though, there's over 180 people in here. We're only at 40 likes. Let's double that. Let's get up to 80 likes. What we doing? Like check 1 2 1 2. Let's bump that up. 30 likes. Subscribe to the channel as well. If you're clearly here enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Big up HKM for the super chat. Says, why did Ten Hag buy a ball playing keeper? Yet most of the defense and midfield are not good on the ball. Not all our forwards don't fight for balls over the top. This team has too many mismatching pieces.
Because they played for because you played for Ajax.
In regards to
That's
this,
why.
yeah, in regards to Ten Hag buying, like, I don't understand this. HKM, big up for the super chat. Onana wasn't the reason we lost today, so I'm lost as to this.
Yeah,
it was I don't get, like, people have been, and I've seen this, whether it was on Lewis's channel, whether it's on Saeed's channel. If we're talking overall, there's two separate conversations that are going on. If you want to talk about why Manchester United lost the game against Arsenal and then Manchester United's problems, they're two separate things. So, like, we have long-standing problems, but let's talk about the game. Onana wasn't the reason the style of the goalkeeper wasn't the reason we had the game. We actually defended pretty well for the vast majority, to be honest. Arsenal didn't create all ahead of a lot. We know our defense and midfield are not too good on the ball. Bear in mind, a couple Amrabat is missing. Martinez and Varan Varan was missing. Martinez ended up coming off as well. We know Wan-Bissaka's deficiencies on the ball. We know this. In regards to our strikers, it's not about fighting for when they get forward passes. The attackers are just not very good.
That's what I'm saying.
More fight or not. Like, take Højlund out of the equation because he was bright in his cameo. I'm talking about the rest. We know the issues with the rest of these men. So that's why how am I going to sit here and get mad about Martial or Bruno in 2023?
Didn't Rashford pull out of a 50-50 late in the game?
We scored.
People say that. I didn't see it, but that's just me.
Yeah, he did.
It is what I can do with that one. Like, again, but here's the thing, Steve. Like,
right.
I guess, but my thing that I'm stuck on is we scored one goal and motherfuckers want to have a conversation about the goalkeeper.
I don't think in any game under Ten Hag you guys have scored 3+. Like more
just
than
the four.
Before you
continue. Hey, you know what? Troops, you while I shut up, man. Go on, carry on. You know what I'm saying?
Let him cook.
Love to Troops. That's my guy. I just call him a while lad. You know why? Because he calls me all types of names under the sun. But yeah, love to Troops, man.
We all got love for Troops.
Yeah.
Enjoy third place. It is what it is. Y'all niggas ain't special either.
And hey, Troops, when I know you are free agent right now, when you get that big bag, bring me in it. But yeah, go on, carry on. I know you got a big offer on the table. But yeah, I'm big on my guy Grim in the chat as well. Sorry, go on, Eddie. Go on.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to let other people cook, but it's just like there's so much I can speak on. I feel the need to always, say something. You dig? But yeah, everybody else got to get a.
I just don't even need that much words to say what I see with Manchester United. Y'all just.
But it's the same. The thing is, it's the same thing. People act like it's new. We knew all these things before the game. I can say the same thing over. People are like, the attackers are not very good. We know the attackers are not very good. We watched them all last season. We've watched them for 4 games this season.
Think about that.
We know this. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, go on, fam. Go on.
He legit puts the same front three out every fucking game and expects different results.
I hate that.
Bro.
I hate that.
Speak on it, Eddie.
I hate that.
Like, even if Jadon Sancho isn't doing what you wanted to, okay, I'll take that. I'll live with that. You have Palestri. You have Ahmad.
I think Diallo's injured.
Is he injured?
I think Diallo's still injured. Yeah. Because I've not even seen him in the squad.
Let me check on that. I can check on that.
I think he is. Double quote that.
Yes,
I get that. I
Yeah, he's still injured.
You're putting Anthony out there day in and day out, and you expect me to believe that you have a grasp on what is going on with us attacking wise. You put Bruno in advantageous situations and he doesn't produce, but you still put him out there. No, not only do you put him out there, you make him the fucking captain. Cool story, bro. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, Diallo's out.
Yeah, I thought so.
You know what?
Maybe he's expecting the same result.
But
maybe
before
he wants the same results happen.
Of course. Hilarious joke.
I'm actually
HKM
being
says,
serious.
We got
All
the
right,
losers
okay.
playing.
Let me get to the super chat.
Yeah, let me get to this anyway. I was not saying that's why we lost. I was speaking in general. Oh, right. You talk. Yeah, HKN. Because we was talking about the game, I presume when the super chat popped up that you was talking about what we was talking about. My apologies. My fault. That's on me. In general, I don't get, like, he's not a problem. Like I say, I watch Onana play and I go, he's not an issue. I don't look at the team and go, right, the goalkeeper's a major problem. It's everything else. Like, he's actually been one of the very few bright sparks in these 4 games. Very, very few like bright spots. I don't get why people are on the keeper. Big up to YG in the cut as well. As I see you. But in regards to what you were saying, Eddie, I hear it in regards to I just think we don't have an answer. That's why I'm not even really fussed in regards to I'm not really fussed in regards to who he plays. If you're really telling, and this is no disrespect, people really telling me, and this is not you saying, but you're saying Diallo, who I rate, Palestria, who I think's bright. Are we really saying they're the answer to come in and help Manchester United go to where we need to go to?
I would rather, like, I think I'll make myself with this one, bro. I would rather you fail with the experiment than just fail continuously and think that you're gonna get it right. You spent 19 million on a dude that I'm talking about as a defensive fucking winger, bro.
Yeah.
People are talking about Anthony and his defending.
Because he did a great job, but doubling up. Him and Rashford on both sides.
He's like Wan-Bissaka, just as a winger in Brazilian. He's good in your own half, but going forward,
because they've both been criticized heavily for
output.
Yeah, heavily criticized. No, I'm talking about tracking back. Like one thing people have called them both in particular, Rashford is lazy. They both did jobs today. Obviously, you want your forward players to do much more, but the reason why I don't even get mad at Anthony, he just not got it, fam. That's why I don't even criticize him. Like I'm already at the point 4 games in where I watch you and I go, I don't think there's something there to unlock. Yeah, like, this is just you. Like normally you look at someone, you go, all right, maybe I look at like say a Garnacho and I go, all right, there's more there to unlock. I see enough. But with Anthony, I'm like, yo, boy, like there is no. How can I get mad at so you performing to your level? It's like Bruno. Eddie, me and you spoke on it on Friday. We both called it and said, yeah, he gonna disappear against Arsenal. And what did he do?
Man, if I see, I can't even speak on it.
But the thing is that, but the thing is calm. And the thing is that we got you and Taza here for that. It's calm. I'm myself. So, you know, between the 3 of us, we'll probably get demonetized. But the point that I'm making is we're not shocked by it anymore. How are we? Me and Taza was doing the watch along before they took the corner and Rice scored. I said, they gonna score from this.
Yeah,
because I know this. Wow. I legit called it verbatim. People go check the watch along. I said it to Bertazzo. They're gonna score from this because I know what this team's like. And when the going gets tough away from home, more often than not, we'll chuck it in. And what did we do? Chuck it in. We didn't concede from a piece of magic. If Odegaard picks up the ball and sticks it 40 yards and sticks it top bins from 40 yards, you hold your hands up and go, that's just quality. Rice had the time to bring the ball down from a corner, wind up and score, and still no one was close to him. And the thing is that
you know what? Too far
did that in the first half. Yeah, go on, Eddie. Go on.
Let me say this because I'm being retroactive with my praise and shit like that, but I gotta do it because I really hated on this man while he was here.
Go on.
Shout out to Jose. You wanna know why?
Go on. Why?
At least Jose went out with some fucking principle. He called him out. He told y'all what it was with these people. They left him out to fucking dry. And then the whole fan base turned on him. I was one of them because, again, I couldn't stand that fucking football. Football aside, he was the real one for saying what it is. Because if you're going to come out here and talk about all these players who we know, Ten Hag, I know you don't want no fucking Maguire. But you're going to come out here and call him a great player, right? You're going to come out here and talk about the transfer window. We got the players that we wanted. When I know that's a fucking lie. And you just gonna say all this shit to, protect yourself from these vultures. Nah, man, go on your shield. Be a real one about it.
They're gonna criticize you anyway. You're Man United manager, and you weren't the media's choice, so they're gonna criticize you regardless. Just start taking pot shots. Who cares?
And this is not, and I'm not gonna give Ronaldo any credit because again, he was on some bullshit. But hey, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, and the thing is, to the fake account, I'm lawyers for all my all my duns, 100%. When I pass, I give him
real one.
I give him free license to lie on my grave every single time. But the point I'm making is the players we're talking. I hear make a change, but it's like I just don't have faith in the changes. I hear you though, Eddie. You're not wrong in saying switch it up, but I'm like, you play. We be saying Garnacho, Palestri, Hoyland. Is that what we're saying?
I honestly
is that people?
No. Hey,
I hear you. Go on.
Yeah. You wanna know why?
Go on.
because I have yet to see Palestri embarrass Manchester United the way Anthony has been a part of that 7-0 type bullshit.
Yeah, that's true.
And the 6-3. I've yet to see who else would it be? Fucking do that. These they're all fucking embarrassments, bro. That's my thing. That's the biggest flaw that I have with all of them. They're an embarrassment to the club. When you see them, you see 6-3, 7-0, 4-0, you name it. That's what these guys represent. And then this manager wants to go and hire fucking Mason Mount and buy Mason Mount.
Yeah, the Mason Mount.
Eddie, you could throw Villarreal Europa League final loss in there too. Even though I thought y'all were gonna lose that because I rated Villarreal.
Right. But I will leave him out because he wasn't a part of that. I'm talking the manager and these collection of players. What have they produced in these high leverage moments?
Yep.
It's embarrassing to say that we have 6 losses and 1 draw away from home against the Big Six. And that shit was to a Chelsea team that we should have beat.
Right.
You know, Eddie, against the top 10 last year, we were the worst team in the league. Like, even Southampton, Leeds, Everton, Leicester, they accumulated more points away from home against the top 10. And we got 1 win and 1 draw. The draw
Leeds
was
went away to Anfield and won.
So the draw was against Tottenham, which we got, and the win was a late winner. Remember the Fulham game? Garnacho got the late winner. That was the win. So it's hilarious because, like, bro, these players aren't good. And follows to your point about if we switch it up, it's not going to make too much of a difference. But you know what that does? That sets a principle that no matter how shit you are, you're not going to get dropped. And that's when these players get complacent, and even the good players get complacent. So we can't create a culture like that. I think, like, even if it's ass, right? It still gives you a kick in the ass. Like, I didn't like Ralph Rangnick personally, but he dropped Rashford for Elanga when Rashford was ass, and you know that defeated that shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even if it's a youth player, you gotta play, bro. They might do better than them. If you don't try it, then you'll never find out.
No, I get the trying it point, and it is what it is. I just think you're even giving them too much credit when you say the players are becoming complacent. I don't think our players are complacent. They're just not good. Yeah. I don't think it's complacency. They can't do any. I don't think they. I don't think these players can do, like, vast majority. 99.9
definitely can.
Yeah, they can't do it. I don't think they can do it. You think they can do better than what they are?
Listen. You said right. What did you say in Saeed's stream? You said Bruno is a very good player on his day. So I'm saying
who did I say?
Bruno. You said about Bruno, remember?
No. He can't be. No. I said I said at his very best.
On his day, he could be a good player, right?
But my
point is, like, we're not even getting that. Like, at least we could get that. Like, it's not. Yeah, these guys aren't good, but I don't think they're performing to their level even. Like, if that makes sense. Like, they're not even doing that.
That's just where we disagree on it. That's what it is. That's just because I just don't think I've said this before. Yeah, you can get players who are average and perform well. Bruno's a decent player. That's it. We are a squad full of squad players. We have decent players,
right? For a large parts of last season, these same players were performing better than they are at the moment.
You know why? Because we was carried by our better players.
New manager bounce.
One, the new manager bounce, and 2, we was carried by our better players. Varan, Martinez, and Casemiro were playing out their skin.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Can I ask a question?
But they haven't. No. But they haven't been performing out of their skin. Martinez not been out
better. Like, even Wan-Bissaka today was fucking atrocious.
But we know.
He had a horrendous game, but he's played better than this, bro.
He has played
better. He's
inverted better, but eventually you're going to show the levels because we know Wan-Bissaka is not good enough. Like, this is the point I'm making. Is
for y'all too. What do you think has caused this drop off?
I think we did have the longest new manager bounce known to man. I think we had that. And also the players just playing to their level. This is what it is. These players are just not very good. I say the same thing all the time. These players are just if any of these players were performing at the level they're performing at another club, we would not want to sign them. If Bruno was performing to the level, there would be no chat. Like, same with Mount until we decided to sign him. Same with Wan-Bissaka, and the list goes. We would not try and sign any of these players. So why all of a sudden are they good enough to be here? That's why I don't understand. I don't get it. Like whatsoever. It makes no sense whatsoever. Like people talk about them performing better last season because they was carried by 3 top quality players. 2 of the best we've ever seen in Varan and Casemiro are 2 of the best we've ever seen in their position.
Yep.
They're 2 of the so yes. You know what I'm saying? You can perform to a decent level and then be carried by them. But we've seen when Casemiro and Varan Martinez are not all at it, in particular Martinez, who's not been at it, you see the difference.
Yeah.
Why is Wan-Bissaka not looking the same today? If Varan plays today, does Wan-Bissaka look that bad? Probably not. Because he's next to a better player. So Varan's going to be helping him out, talking him through the game. Yes, it's easier to look better against better. That's any team.
Yeah.
That's any team. So of course, you mentioned it, Wan-Bissaka. It's no accident that Varan's not there and he looks the worst we've seen in a while.
Case in point, Botman injured. Dan Burn doesn't look any good at all.
Partnerships.
So for us, I think another huge part it is like why I think our best players are is fitness, bro. And that's why I told you this before.
You don't think the players are fit?
No. Bro, you saw Rashford gassed out. Remember 70th minute? Bro, he had his hands on his knees. Paul was like, bro, brother was gassed out.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, man, you had to
get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, Tazo. That's just bad funny. No, Tazo. Tazo. Hold up. Tazo, I fully get why you paused it. It's just funny, innit? That's all. I get why you say
that broke the tension for real.
Come on, man. You ruined my flow, dog.
Yeah.
That's like pause, bro.
Bro, I have to though, Eddie. If I don't pause that, you
could have just said he was searching for a second win. You wanted to put the whole picture on.
No, but he did, bro. It was though. Like that's
shit. What do you mean? I hear you, big
dog.
I hear you. That's how they got us out here. Don't even dog.
This is how Rashford looked in the 85th minute, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, these guys were they were gassed out. And that's why I say back to preseason, it was a fucking waste. Bro, our starting players played a combined minutes of 180 minutes of competitive football. And preseason isn't even that competitive. So, bro, they couldn't get their fitness. Like, these guys are gassed out. Casemiro looked gassed out by the 72nd minute. And Rashford and all them, to their credit, they ran around a lot. But, bro, that's the bare minimum. And this is what I go to. Like, in preseason, we were playing completely different, bro. Sancho was playing false 9. And that's where I'm kind of, like, on Sancho's side in this whole Ten Hag Sancho thing. Is because, bro, he was playing false 9 the entire preseason, played to a decent standard. Our preseason in general was ass, but he was like a bright spark in that.
Sure.
But then first game of the season, you're playing Rashford up front, Garnacho left. Like what? Even after that, Spurs away, you do the same shit.
Hey,
cool. But then Forrest at home again. He's not starting him, and you're playing Martial.
Lee, my friend, respectfully, I don't.
Martial is fucking finished.
Best of luck, my guy. Best of luck, brother.
This guy, these fake accounts, man. These fucking fake accounts. Yeah, go on, carry on, Tazo, and I'm gonna get to these super chats.
Martial is finished, bro. His leg doesn't have the explosiveness, but he's not playing him like that. That's just That's why I'm like, yeah, he is kind of right in that aspect. But I don't know about the training shit, or like just the lack of minutes. Bro, it's like these guys aren't fit whatsoever. Like this transition style, high pressing, gegen pressing shit. Like there's no wonder Liverpool were quoted. They're called Liverpeds because they had
quote unquote asthma and all that shit, man.
Bro, they had the highest asthma percentage, all that shit. They were getting them pumps.
Yeah, man.
Shit, bro, that's why they were so successful. Because bro, you have to be crazy fit to do this.
Bro, they got to just go down the Jamie Vardy route. Just take a Red Bull before the game, bro. It's not that complicated. And get drunk.
In a Red Bull.
Jamie Vardy did. Jamie Vardy used to get pissed drunk and take a Red Bull. Then he won the
our team, Eddie, like you name one world-class athlete in our team. Like a pure athlete. I'm not talking footballer, just an athlete. We don't have one.
Mason Mount.
There isn't one.
That's fucked up.
You said
That's
athletes.
fucked up. You ain't
Being
even have to
serious.
bring that up.
Also,
You
he
ain't even have to
fucking
bring that
scrubs
up.
as well. Don't you worry.
This fucking guy.
What you?
know.
Why are we
Well,
not
what
talking
you mean,
about
bro?
Chelsea?
That's what he's gonna
Talking
say.
about
Yeah,
United.
hold that, man.
Sure, man.
Oh, and
let
let me
let
just
me-
touch on this one point
Yeah.
first because
Yeah. Go on, Eddie.
I
Go on,
didn't
go
say
on.
it. I didn't say it. Also,
Hmm.
especially with Sancho, I knew this was gonna fucking happen when we signed him.
Go on, talk about it.
Flaws. You and I talked. I think it was like 3 weeks ago during the transfer window, right? What did we say?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not gonna play him, just fucking sell him already.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're not gonna play him, why is he here? We know, like, it's evident. We know you don't like his style of play. We know what it is with you, bro. We know the type of game that you've transitioned this team into playing. Sell him and get somebody who fits. But no, you know what? Next thing you know what he's gonna say in this next press conference? Yeah, Jaden and I have talked. We've worked it out, and we'll see. Hopefully, we still believe in Jaden and all this bullshit, and we will not see him on the pitch
Forever.
Yeah.
I don't
Crazy.
remember. I don't know if we'll ever see him. If we see him play again,
Hey, I don't know why you talking like he don't start for you, lot. You know what I'm saying? You need to be quiet talking about attackers. You know what I'm saying?
Second, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He starts. Yeah, you are.
I'm
Though I
not
can
trying
tell
to
by
violate.
your stupid
Go
smoke
deal.
face. I
Go
can see
deal
you.
with
No,
Ukraine over there, my boy. Go deal with Ukraine over there, my boy.
Let's not do that. You can't be talking about
Marlis,
attackers.
do you think Sancho starts for Newcastle?
No,
No,
That's
Listen,
fine.
you have a competent attack.
First of all,
Right.
Ahmed, you're out
He's-
of this shot of the screen. Your face is, you're not
Oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
shot.
I have
Yeah,
to-
it's okay.
my main screen is broken, so I have to. use
And then the
myself.
other thing is, it's really crazy how much of a pressing trigger you are, man. Like,
Yo, he is
Trigger.
Ben Chilwell, yo. He is Ben Chilwell, yo. He is
No,
a
that's
pressing
not true.
trigger. You are Ben Chilwell, man. You are the black Ben Chilwell, fam.
It's
That's
just
what it is.
terrible.
You are
Bro,
Afcon Ben.
fucking Somali Jack Black is what he is.
Bro, he's David De Gea, bro. He's a press trigger.
Chelsea.
Yeah, Ben Chilwell, man.
now he
It's not
pulled
Ben
up with
Chilwell.
the Gallagher
I go
Bam
by the-
one
I-
today as well.
I just go
probably
by
good
this. Overall, you know what I want to transition this to? Look at all of our weak links in our team and look at Man City's. Look at their weakest link and look at all of ours. That's why this league is going to be won by 15 plus by them. As simple as. It's crazy. It really is. Look at the weak links in my team. Look at the weak links in Man United, Chelsea. Liverpool's haven't been exposed yet. But defensively, their center back coverage is not good enough at all. Brighton are inconsistent with the results. Like, look at this league.
Hey, don't
bro.
tell the Deserby lovers that. Don't do that. You know
No.
what I'm saying?
I like the Zerbi as well, but their results are
I
inconsistent.
like him too, but according to some, he can walk on water, man. You know what I'm saying? Feed a thousand.
Yeah,
with
he
a loaf
could
of
be
bread.
the.
I like
He
him
could
when he was
lead
a
United to the
Sassuolo.
promised land.
Yeah, man.
I like
He's
him
the
when
guy.
he
You know
was
what I'm saying?
Bro, he's a good manager, but that
You know
team
what I'm
is
saying?
like
He can make Rashford what Matoma is, according to some. But hey,
Nah,
whole
Steve,
different
what
conversation.
we're pushing back is not your point, but just the outrageous kind of leveling up that certain United fans have given this dude to act like he's going to be the one to save.
Well, your fan base is crazy.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
That's all.
facts.
We're pushing
Yeah,
back
yeah,
on.
crazy.
He's
I
a
don't
good
listen to a
manager.
damn word
Like,
they say.
Yeah, you
I
don't.
don't take anything out of you guys because you guys are realists. You guys call it how you see it. You guys aren't using your United, that kind of vibe thing. Oh, it's Manchester United. I don't, bro. You guys aren't about that. You guys just call it how it is. Other United fans, they think they live in the 99 or whatever, but you guys don't. So fair play to you. That's why I watch the channel so much. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Bro, I'm like,
big up everyone, big up.
What's
Shout
up,
out,
Jay?
Shout out,
Eddie,
Jess.
you see
Oh,
Rasmus?
big up, Jez.
Spurs
Yeah,
are on
big up.
fire. Your defense is terrified, man.
Eddie, what do you think of Rasmus today?
he's solid. He's
Yeah.
solid. I will honestly live with him making mistake after mistake than watching. I'm gonna be real. I think them motorized wheelchairs.
Yeah.
I think they have a high. I think they have a higher top speed than Martial.
Oh, he's a walking injury. It's a walking injury. He's like
done,
Edward
Steve.
Scissorhands, bro.
That
Fuck
boy
yeah.
got.
He's
Got
finished. Martial's
straight
finished.
B for hamstrings, dog. It's over.
He's
Done.
finished. Monaco wouldn't even take him.
No, he can't go back to League
Nobody.
One. He
No,
can't.
he'd be trash in Ligue 1 too. He'd be trash.
Oh,
He's just finished. He's gonna go play with Urartu, with Yaya Sanogo in Armenia, bro. That'd be a
He can go to
devastating
Saudi.
two
He
in
can go to
Armenia,
Saudi.
bro.
Let me get
He
to
go
it.
to
Mate. Who
Saudi.
you man talking about? You talking about?
Martial and Yaya Sanogo front
Oh
two.
yeah. They can,
Urartu.
they can.
In
Yeah,
Armenia,
but yeah.
in
Let
Armenia.
me get to these super chats as well. Let me get to
Saudi
these super
transfer window is
chats.
open for another 2 weeks.
Let me get
Please,
to
I'll
yeah,
Get it
we'll see.
done.
Yo, they
But
shouldn't
yeah,
waste their
100%.
money on him, man.
Hey, fuck
Let me
you,
get
man.
to-
They got money to blow. They got money to blow. And we know they use that money for other reasons, so they don't care. They don't care.
That's true, but
Big
they
up to
should
Dan.
get someone
Yo,
that
let me
can
get to
walk
the
for the
super
whole
chat, man.
season.
Them Tutu. Let me get to this.
Yep.
Big up to Daniel, who says, "Where's the 165 GNA guy gone? He's hiding." I have no idea where my man is. Big up to everyone who was on that stream. So for those that don't know, I did a solo Man Them United. This is before the season started, so it was the week before. Like it was the same week we was playing, leading up to playing Wolves. Eddie knows because he was in the chat, and it was a solo one, so I was either a Monday or a Thursday. The chat will know all the regulars that was there, and I had a guy who was criticizing me in the comments saying I need to put more faith into the attack.
Oh man,
And then we was talking about how many goals and assists, like all of the attackers combined, we're gonna get. So all the nines, wingers, tens, attacking players, anyone you class as an attacking player at Manchester United, and we got to 165. He said combined in the Premier League that eight, I think it was like 8 attackers, 8 attacking players, I should say, was gonna score 165 goals. And then obviously since the Wolves game, we haven't seen him, so I can't even remember his name. But I know someone in the chat will, Daniel, and I know you was there, Daniel. So big up for the super chat as well. Big up to Guna EI says, I hate most of Arsenal's team, but Rice a baller. Rice was decent today. I don't think he was anything special. He was
people
decent
are
today.
overhyping him.
He was
7 out of 10.
But I think both that's testament to how both teams set up, because we cancelled each other out defensively, because neither side created much. You can see the glaring holes in both sides. And
to be honest,
we
he
didn't
looked good
trouble them.
against United. It's not. It's not a plus. It's not
defensively we stopped them. Defensively, they stopped us pretty much. So it's like the defensive players, your Casemiro's, Ericsson's, you put Rice in that mix, obviously the back fours as well. No one really was awful. No one I look at, either goalkeeper, back fours, defensive players, were like, oh my god. The attacking players didn't do the business. And it's glaring to see what Arsenal needed, because then you can see the difference when Jesus came on to when Nketiah is on the pitch. You see when Havertz went off, like you can see what Arsenal need. Same way with Manchester United, like we literally scored because of a moment of brilliance from Eriksen and a moment of brilliance from Rashford. That was the only way we was gonna score.
And our
Not creators.
naivety, like it's like, yo, how many times are you gonna do that high line shit with us, bro? You got Rashford against no other fullback.
It was a misplay, but he should have done better, and it was the misplaced pass for Havertz. So big up to him as well. Big up to the, I'm saying, big up to Victoria for the super chat as well. Much appreciated. I have sent you the link, so if you want to get on, feel free to get on as well. The fake account's doing going crazy as well. Talking about Lewis being married and all them things there. Hey, Lewis, congratulations. You know what I'm saying?
She's kind of length still. Just saying.
But yeah,
Right?
Composure.
big up Jez in the cut as well. What are you saying, Jez? You good?
I'm good, but I don't know if Anthony is good.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Hey,
sorry, I'm still
yo.
I'm still laughing at that
I'm just
Murtaza
seeing
pause.
this
That's just
comment.
hilarious.
Hey man, y'all need
Go
a
on.
hobby or something, dog. Y'all out
Yeah,
there
they
doing my
doing too
dog
much.
Lewis like that?
They doing way too much. But yeah, Victoria, big up for the super chat, much appreciated. She should
Shout
be
out
on.
Victoria.
Only bad thing about her is she's a Leeds fan, but other than that, she's sound.
Apologies.
saying.
Apologies.
Big up to my guy, the young G Jeremiah says flawless. I met the whole squad yesterday when I was working. Yeah, man, I see you out here shining. You know what I'm saying? Look
You
like
should
you're
have
gonna be a
stomped
step
on
up too.
Bruno's foot.
Oh my god, this guy, man. Jeremiah, a peaceful young brother, man. He a peaceful young brother.
He had a
man.
chance to help against Arsenal, man.
That's what I'm
Give Bruno
saying.
some laxatives, man, for real.
He's a peaceful
Hit
young
the
brother.
8-pound stomp on all them goddamn toes for all I care, goddamn.
This guy doing the gritty up in that motherfucker. But yeah, you lot continue to bump up the likes. Only at 70 likes and there's over 170 people in here. Let's get up to 100
Oh, that's
likes.
love, people. Shout out for y'all tuning
Okay.
in, man. That's crazy.
Big up everyone tapped in. Continue to get your questions in. Of course, if you're a member, I will start your question. I will get to it. If you super chat, same as well. Let's see what else you lot are saying. 'Cause I did start some stuff, but obviously this man them on the panel. So we got a lot to get to. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to get to. And yeah, man, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Jeremiah, I know you was gassed. I did see the picture you put up as well. So with a couple of the players. So I know it was. And to someone who said, Gaza, who says, I've been calling Ten Hag out, you lot been ignoring it. Hey, we got like word to Alam. We got to start putting bullets on names. Who was ignoring it? Who was ignoring it, Gaza? Who was ignoring it? Because word to Matisse, I criticize in isolation and I praise in isolation. Same way I'm sat here criticizing Ten Hag. That doesn't mean I'm Ten Hag out. That doesn't mean I think Ten Hag's the worst manager in the world. That doesn't mean last season doesn't matter. That doesn't mean I discredit him for any good thing he's done. No, I just criticize for this. Do I put today on him mostly? No, like, because we give away 2 goals that are unforgivable, which are concentration. Them first 2 goals is not on the manager. That's on the players. He changed the team. He set us up in a way to win. And we should have, well, I don't think we should have won, but I think we should have got something out of the game, and we threw that away. Look at them 2 goals we give away are unforgivable. Conceding straight away after scoring is nothing on the manager. That's not playing style. That's not pressing. That's not individual skill set. That's just basic concentration.
That's like the Nick Pope goal yesterday.
Exactly.
Stupinian. Then the pressure is
like, that's what it is.
Life in the
same way.
Say something on it.
Same way before you go, Jezza. Hold that thought. Same way with the Rice goal. You shouldn't be able to bring down the ball from the corner and put it in, and that's what happened. And we seen Nketiah do it in the first half. Again, that's on the team. 4 out of the last 5 goals we've given away have just been complete, just unorganization and just not being switched on. The 2 against Forest and the first 2 today. Even bad players. It's just even bad play. That's just basic, just not concentrating. But yeah, go on, Jez. You're saying you want to get to?
I'll let Surfer go quickly because he said he wants to say something.
Oh yeah, go on, Surfer. Floor's yours, fam.
Yeah, just a couple of things. I want to say, guys, subscribe to Alam's channels, please. Thank you very much.
Drop the links in the chat.
Big up
Thank
to
you,
Eddie.
bro. I'll drop the links in there.
Big up to Eddie. Congratulations, Lewis, on tying the knot. I didn't realise. Would have won an invitation.
Why am I involved?
I tried to move in silence.
I just say that Mataza, that hold was wild, unbelievable.
That pause is hilarious.
That
pause is hilarious.
The pause was ridiculous. Flawless, up yours, and Jez, fuck you. See you later, guys. Bye.
All right, my man.
Anyways, before I got
hold on. My fault. Up something that I needed. I wanted, because this is my thing. I for Steve.
Yeah.
I think it was last week on Doing the Most. I said that the manager under the most pressure in the league is going to be Eddie Howe. With this, the way it's going right now, just being objective in how your board moves. Does he have a real short leash, or am I tripping?
I'm not too sure. I don't have an exact answer. My guess is, well, we need to win against Brentford. Look at our fixtures coming up. Ignore the Champions League because, again, I said AC Milan, that's a 4-0 L at the San Siro. They're going to embarrass us. Wipe the floor. That one-touch football, Rafael Leao with an overlap from Theo Hernandez, and then on the other side, Pulisic. He's going to absolutely cook us. It's done. It's over. That's a 4-0 L. But before that, we have Brentford at home. If we don't win that, then that's not looking good. We got Sheffield United away. Man City in the Caraboobies Cup. That's probably a narrow L, probably on penalties or something. Home to Burnley. We better win that one. Home to Paris Saint-Germain. That's another L. That's a 2-0 L. Easy. West Ham United. With the way they're playing, probably a draw. And then at home to Crystal Palace. And then we go into the next Champions League game at home to Dortmund. I expect to win that one based on Borussia Dortmund's poor defense and their lack of finishing chances. And then away to Wolves, and then at home to Arsenal. And that brings us up to about November. Y'all got to win the majority of the games, Eddie Howe. He is in trouble. They'll sack him before the Arsenal game. I think they could.
Okay.
Whether that's the right move or not, I don't know. I'll have to see how the games I just all listed play out. I'll have to see. But I don't know. Man. I'd like to keep him around because I don't mind the long-term project thing. That's cool on my end. And if the owners are cool with it, cool. But I just think Eddie Howe just needs to buck up his ideas a bit. Maybe we need to switch formation, go 4-2-3-1 instead of 4-3-3. Maybe it's got to be a 4-4-2. Maybe 3 at the back. I don't know. But something has to fix up in terms of the ideas. Miggy Almiron cannot be playing no more. Need to bench. Need a whole bench. Anthony Gordon on the right, Harvey Barnes, someone else. Because he is just running around pointlessly and not giving us energy. That's just not – no, dude. No. So, Target, he's a poor left back. He hasn't been playing a lot. He's just a poor player. You wonder why Dan Burns been playing left back for all this damn time. Well, you saw on Saturday. So, I mean, it is what it is. And someone in the comments just said Almiron's purple patch is over. Yeah, And I said it at the time. I enjoyed it. It was cool. Scored some golazos. But it's over. We should be selling him in January and bring
golazos.
Score some golazos. Some golazos. Yeah, that Fulham goal. That's one of the goals of the year.
Caught me off guard like Taz's pause. Yo. That's the funniest pause ever, man. That
All right,
shit's
my bad.
Still got me rolling.
But we need to.
I'm still laughing about it going over my head. Yo, sorry. Taz, you hilarious, man. I'm giving you a props.
Yeah.
That shit's hilarious.
What is wrong with putting Hunter your niece, though?
What?
Well, yo, I don't.
This just got, yo.
Wait, what?
What did you say, bro? I can't understand you, bro.
No, I was saying, Flawless, calm down. Yo, read this up. Read yourself.
No, for real. Anyhow,
after what you just said, yo, this guy just fucking troll, you know.
You
go on, carry on, Steve.
This
guy, yo.
I got listen. Jazz be having them fucking undercuts. He had that. Who's the butter with the low blow undercut? In the boxing, who hit Usyk with the
you talking about Dubois?
Yeah, Dubois. That's the Jazz special.
Yeah.
That's the Jazz special. That undercut.
Oh man, he hilarious.
Nah, what you say, Jazz?
Now I was saying, what is wrong putting Hunter on your knees?
There you go.
We just go bypass that, yo. Anyway, we just go bypass that.
I think that's a fair question, though. It's a fair question.
What if I
Ahmed, shut the fuck up.
It's a fair question to ask. You know what I mean? You have to be asking these questions, man. You know.
All right, let me move on anyway.
Can I wrap up my Newcastle thing?
Oh yeah. Do your thing.
Howe just needs to buck up his ideas. I want to see Lewis Hall played more. I want to see Anthony Gordon keep playing there. Maybe we could do something like Callum Wilson striker, Isak on the left. RB Barnes on the right, or Anthony Gordon preferably, because he's still been in form. So I just need Eddie Howe to try some new stuff out. We have the attacking depth to do so. I've seen Joe Ellington play on the wing too, and that basically goes to a 4-2-4, or 4-4-2. So maybe we'll see. I just need Eddie Howe to buck up his ideas and change something up. If he doesn't, then that will lean me towards maybe we got to switch the guy up. But if he's trying out new things and then we get results, it's all happy times again. So we'll just have to see.
Crazy. Yo, I thought Alam was cursing me out in the chat. I was about to say Alam Wagwan. You know what I'm saying? I thought we were boys and that. We mad.
Yeah,
it was a fake account. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yo, they going crazy. That's why everybody said Eddie and Lewis is getting married. Hey, yo, fuck y'all, man. Fuck y'all.
Whoa. No.
Hey,
they said no.
man.
They said you were They said they wanted you to be the best man. That's what it was. They weren't saying you were getting married. They said you wanted to be the best man.
All right.
So they was like, you're going to the wedding.
I fly through.
Yeah. That's what
I
it
had
was.
the bachelor party on lock. Please believe.
To Jack. Oh my. You're an idiot. Oh my god. Shit. Big up Prime.
Hey, bro, what's going on with you?
Hi everyone. Flawless, are you okay?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I just got a cough.
Hi everyone.
Yeah, I just got a cough, man. That's all.
Because you're coughing like Reece James being asked to play for Man United.
No, I just got a cough. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Right.
Let me get,
man.
What? That wasn't funny.
Yeah, it sang like an Ahmed joke. Why don't we score enough? Why we don't score enough goals is 100% down to the manager. We have no patterns of play and don't have a system. Is it 100% down to the manager? No. And this is the tip. This is the typical thing I talk about when I say the over criticism. Does the manager play their part? Yes. There's no
40-60. 40-60.
There's no system and no patterns of play that could get our group of attacking players to consistently create and score because they're just not good enough. Right. Simple as that.
Pep couldn't score.
Simple as that. Yeah, exactly.
I have a theory.
Go before you go. You can go get whoever you want. Now you can criticize the manager for certain players he's brought in. Yes, Anthony Mount. Criticize him for his choice of personnel in attacking areas. That's cool. But even take those two aside. So take Anthony, take Mount outside of it. We need improvements in those areas. Even if we sat Ten Hag today, we would all want new attackers. One thing I think most Manchester United fans are in agreement with is that our attacking players are not good enough.
Yeah.
Some will say Rashford solely, some will say none of them. So to blame the manager solely, acting like these players are world beaters, no. None of these players have ever scored goals anywhere else. To my knowledge. Apart from Rashford, he's the only one who's consistently scored. None of these men have scored anywhere else. But yeah.
What did Jose say? What did Jose say in that football heritage? He's like, when all those people leave Man City, go and see where they play. When all these players who leave Man United, Go and see where they play. If
Facts.
they play. That's what he said, bro. And it's
Mhm.
still true to this day. If
Yeah.
these guys, if Martial leaves, bro, our starting striker right now, he's going to Saudi. Anthony,
No, he's going. No, that's too good for him. No,
And he's
he's
gonna
literally
get-
gonna go play in Armenia with Yaya.
Yeah, I just don't get that.
Guys are ass.
I just don't get why we don't criticize both. Yes, criticize the manager, cool, because he's not setting them up in the best potential way. But today, I don't know what more he could have done.
Bro.
I don't know what
Stop
more
being a
he,
both road.
how different he could have set us up.
Well,
hey, you got
this
more.
is what
you
I'll
got more
say,
here.
bro.
Hey, you got more here we
Hey,
go
don't
than the wins, Ahmed. I'm not hearing from you. But
Aye,
yeah,
right.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
bro,
different he could have done.
This is what I
Hey,
look for.
that what? What do you say? Fun me for?
Yo, because
Hey,
yo,
you know,
you in the
because
car with the
I'm-
minutes.
I'm-
No, the
I'm
car
was
just got shot in
initiated.
it. Whoever get hit. But
Hey,
the
you
point
know-
I make. The point I'm making is it's not just on the manager and it's not just on the players, it's a mix of both. But the reason why I have less time for some of these players is because they've been here longer and the manager hasn't picked them. This is why I said all summer long, hey, push the vast majority of these players off a cliff because they're not very good. When people ask me why can't Manchester United do anything, I said in the attack. And people told me, nah, we don't create and we don't score. Why is this a shot? We seen it today because we actually did all right today. You know what I'm saying?
You know what the other thing is too is I don't think people recognize the difference between a manager and a coach.
Yeah.
Just because you are a manager of a professional football team does not mean you are a coach. For example, Eddie Howe is a coach. Eddie Howe has improved the likes of Joe Ellington, Fabian Schär, Callum Wilson to an extent. Almiron even got a purple patch out of him. Stuff like that, right? Even Longstaff is up the level. I could go on and on about players that Eddie Howe's improved. Even at Bournemouth, took players from divisions below the Prem and made them survive in the Prem. Philip Billing, again, a player that's
she
up the
taking
level.
liberties and she a Leeds fan. Hey, Victoria Shaw. To LFC for the double says flawless. It's been 4 games. You're not on course for that 156 GNA from your front line. See, LFC for the double was one who was in there. I can't remember that guy's name. And LFC for the double, that wasn't even me. LFC for the double asked him, and then we got into a whole conversation with that guy who said United's front 8 is scoring 156
By the way,
GNA. Yeah, go on, Jez. Go on.
Did he say that in the Premier League alone?
Yeah, that was just the Premier League. That was across all
Bro,
competitions.
That's the guy person know that City doesn't even get close to that.
Yo, he went off, man. You know what I'm saying? And that he went off, and it was LFC because when people just be in the chat, I just ignore like people when they're just going off. And then LFC for the double asked him like, all right, so how many goals are they getting? And I said, okay, let's get into this. And then when you discussed it, and he was naming how these men are scoring, like I think we worked out, I think it was like 35 a piece, like GNA from everybody. Like, and I was like, all right,
That's
cool.
crazy.
All
Okay,
right,
can I-
yeah.
can I-
And that's the thing. People don't recognize that Ten Hag is not a coach. He cannot turn crap or mid or average or good on their day to
You might keep
incredible.
going one sec.
Yeah. Yo.
I was just saying about Ten Hag. I do not think he is a coach. I think he's a manager. Just like Rafa Benitez or Jose Mourinho. They are not coaches. They are managers.
You don't think
Yes,
Ten
they have
Hag's
some
a coach?
tactical new to. I don't think he's a coach.
I think he is a coach.
Yeah, I think.
But
he
what
is.
players
The thing
he
is,
improved
no,
though? I
the
mean,
thing is-
I
no,
did.
but the thing is,
they have.
he's improved the players as much as he possibly can.
Wait,
He just
whoa,
needs
whoa,
better
whoa,
players.
whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Go on, Eddie.
Which players has he improved?
Well, like he's gotten
I'm
the best
struggling.
out of what you have, is what I mean.
Huh?
And you need better players to get better, obviously.
See, for me, Prime, that's a different. Squeezing the most juice out of a lemon and then have nothing left is different to taking a lemon and making lemonade.
Yeah, but like
AKA coaching
yeah,
versus.
but taking a lemon to make what manager is going to take a bad player and make them more class? That doesn't.
Did anyone here think Jacob Murphy could do as good as he did last year? Fabian Schär.
But again,
Longstaff.
getting the best out of what you have. He hasn't made Jacob Murphy or Longstaff world class. That's
Definitely
my point.
not.
He's
No,
giving
I'm not
them
even saying
direction,
world class. No one in Newcastle is
but
world
Steve,
class.
that's my point with Ten Hag. He's coaching them. He's gotten the best out of what he can with these players. He just needs better players if United want to improve and go anywhere.
And also, there's a huge difference because Newcastle's on a completely different stratosphere expectations.
But again, even with Newcastle,
that's the other thing I do have to
even with
preface.
Newcastle, if you guys want to step in the stratosphere of competing for titles and winning them, you need better players than Jacob Murphy and Longstaff.
Facts.
That's also obvious. So,
but what I would say is, all right,
I'll be right
here's an example. Here's an example of a player so far that he has improved. Anthony Gordon. so far,
Yeah, but no, but
Anthony Gordon has gotten
talent,
better and better. It's
that's-
only 4 games
Anthony
in.
Gordon- Yeah, but he's not Jacob Murphy. Anthony Gordon has talent.
Definitely not. But I'm just saying as an example. Like, okay, Anthony. Who would you take, Anthony? Gordon
Yeah,
or
but
Anthony?
again, I don't think that.
You know what
that
I'm saying?
doesn't. Yeah, but that doesn't equate to what I'm saying.
If you want me to use a different example, I could. But
That's like
That doesn't equate to what I'm saying. Terry Hogg has coached and improved, like he's gotten the best of what he can with that squad. But
I'll say he got the best out of
players-
Wan-Bissaka.
No, but I'm talking about this squad as a whole in terms of what United did last season. Now to push and do better, you need better players. I think that's obvious.
Yeah,
that makes Mount to be fair, so that will help.
1000%.
What?
Yeah, I said they have Mason Mount, so that will help.
Yeah,
man.
Oh my god! I swear to. Oh my.
I just want everybody to deep this. Pulisic out of the Chelsea rejects has had the best start to their season.
Yeah, shout out to Pulisic, man. Like, he's banging for
Shout out Christian Pulisic. He's skinning dudes.
He's bringing the Serie A to America, man.
And that's what they see Milan, bro.
This whole Ten Hag discourse is funny because if Garnacho is onside there and we win that game, we're having a whole different conversation.
It's the fine margins of football, Mark.
It is a fine margin. So that's why you can't equate such a huge thing on such little fine margins. Like
Yes.
that's not a concentration. That's not down to coaching. That's not a mentality. And mentality, I don't think you could coach. You just it's up to the player.
Definitely
like,
not.
100%.
Like little tactics, positioning you could coach. Mentality you can't. You either got it or you don't.
But he then needs better. If the players aren't good enough, he then needs better players, right?
Yeah, 100%. I'm not with this. Oh, he's a coach. He's a player. That's not a good discourse because it was such little margins. Like the 3-1 only happened because we committed all our men forward to try and get an equalizer.
Well, I'm not. I wasn't talking about the Arsenal game. I don't care about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In general, I'm 100%
with
with
that. He's not a coach. I think he is. You just need better players.
Yeah,
he's not going to turn water into
I just
wine.
think people expect too much out of Ten Hag to turn these play. They saw what Eddie Howe did and was like, "How can Shar look so?"
People expect that of managers in general. People expect managers to turn water into wine. They're not God.
Right.
They can only.
By the way, real quick, I just want to address something in the comments. If you guys think that wasn't offside, I don't know what to tell you guys. It was very close. And we can argue if it was offside or not offside. But
I think it was onside, but it don't matter because it wasn't on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. For me, this wasn't an obvious decision where like you can clearly see with an eyes where it's onside or offside. So the referee went with the offside because he felt, in his opinion, it looked closer to offside than onside. Like I don't think Anthony Taylor had a bad game. Me personally, but I think United fans using the referee as a reason why they lost to why they probably lost to, for me, it's an easy excuse for the players. The players
It's called copium.
Copium is what trying to
smoke that shit like this, bro.
100%, because it's just for me, fans are thinking like trying to, and I see it a lot. It's easy not to play in the rest because the referees in the country are not good.
Yeah,
but for me, I never talk about refs because for me, using the ref is as an excuse for players just not being good enough on the day. And
I don't use the refs as an
a
excuse
referee decision for your favor to win the game or get a point. Like for me, nah. Be honest and just say your players were just not good enough. Don't give me this referee bullshit. And the Højlund thing, that was not a penalty in my opinion. In my opinion, I don't think so. I've seen situations where a referee doesn't give a pen for that. And the referee got it right with Havertz. Havertz dived. So for the Arsenal fans who were complaining how that wasn't a pen, I don't know what to tell you. The guy, you can clearly see there's no contact.
Yo, Victoria
we
said
didn't
Mold
lose
Trafford.
the game because of the referee. We just lost the game is because when we had the ball, like first half, we had 56% possession. When we had the ball, we just didn't do anything with it. Apart from the Rashford shot, we didn't create any chances. The other chance I can remember was a Garnacho. Like Ramsdale didn't make any saves. It was only the Martial shot that Bruno played him through, and then Rashford had the rebound that was blocked by Saliba.
Yeah.
We only had 3 shots on, like, we only took three shots. How did people expect anything? Like, that's what it is. We just didn't create anything. And that's where I wanted to get to is a lot of people are asking about Rodin, about Rata, El Capitano. Where was he?
Oh
I was
my
thinking, you know how
God.
you talk. I was thinking who you talking
Yeah,
about for a second. I was
I'll-
hella confused. Go on, carry on, Taz. The floor's yours, isn't it?
Bro, fucking,
Man,
I
I
think
only
that's
had 2
demonetized.
minutes.
Nobody
this-
interrupts.
where this shit asshole was nowhere to be seen. Yeah, but when he does this shit against Everton and Nottingham Forest, oh my God, he is world class. He is this, like, bro, people sucking him off, pause, like everything, bro. This guy fucking. I said it before. Midfield Lukaku, bro. He's the flat track bully against all the little teams. He's just gonna beat them because he has better quality than them. But when it comes to the better teams, when people are as good and if not better than him, he hides, he disappears. Like today, just hoofing the ball, giving it away, doing nothing, running around like a headless chicken. Like he was nowhere.
Like Murtaza. That the thing is, like Bruno Fernandes, when they play Bayern, he's gonna be invisible, guaranteed.
Yeah, bro. That goes without saying. Like,
Yeah, we know that.
He's, and that's why people say, oh, you know, we need to do this around him. Now Casemiro's a problem. First, Matic and Pogba. Before that, it was McFred. But like people really think, okay, let's even say Casemiro and Eriksen are the problem, right? But he is not good enough to build a midfield around. He isn't.
Yeah.
Bro, he's not a KDB. Like he's not even an Odegaard or a fucking Paquetá. I don't even rate Paquetá that highly. He's not even that.
He's not a Florian Wirtz.
He's not a James Madison, bro. He's not good enough for you to build a midfield around.
Yeah,
him.
I did, Warrior J. Sorry to cut you off. Yes, Warrior J. I did. Yeah, go on, carry on, Taza.
It's so annoying, the discourse around him. Now everyone's quiet. All the Bruno fucking, cocksuckers are nowhere to be seen on Twitter now. They're nowhere to be seen.
Taza, tone it down, goddammit.
No pause.
No,
that. He meant that with
No
everything.
need for a pause.
Bro.
Tell them how you feel.
Relax. We're not on kick. We're not on kick or Twitch. Fam. Just relax. Just a little. I get the point you're making, but just relax a little bit.
Murtaza, a question.
All you guys in the chat,
Let him land prime. Let him land prime.
where you at now, bro?
But Taza, you know they ain't gonna be here though.
Yeah, like
You know that is.
And you know what we missed in our midfield the most? Like Eriksen did his job. He was progressing the passing nicely. He did what he could. Casemiro was battling really well in that midfield. I thought he was trying to put out all the fires he could. But what we lacked is, remember, like every time Onana gave them the ball and Licha and Lindelof were getting the ball, we need someone to turn on there and we're through those transitions. What the manager is talking about. Remember, like we were just passing around, waiting for Arsenal to waiting to draw them in, and then we go in behind, which we did for the for the Rashford goal. You saw we pulled them in. Havertz misplaced a pass. We won the ball back. Eriksen puts one ball in behind. Rashford gets a shot and a goal. So and then we did that. Arsenal were drawn into our half. They were pressing us a lot, but then we had no one to turn on the ball, and that's where in the tight spaces, that's where our number 10, our creator, is supposed to be. Connect the midfield and the attack, connect the defense and the attack. But he was nowhere to be seen. I can't even criticize our attackers too tough today because we barely got them the ball. It was Anthony that was carrying the ball. For all we talk shit about him, he wasn't hiding. He wasn't playing Casper the Ghost, bro. He was getting the ball from the defenders in tight situations, doing some crazy shit. It wasn't even technical. Like he was doing some scrappy shit, but at least he was getting the ball forward. Where was this guy? Did nothing, bro. Nowhere to be seen again. But how many times do we need to see this before we call it out? And it's not like he's a young player that's going to prove. He's 28 years old, supposed to be in the prime. There's no more improvement, bro. You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Murtaza, question.
How many managers is it going to take?
Bro, let him land.
Bro, he's fucking awful, bro. Yeah. Awful in the big games. That's why. Like, he's not good enough on the top, and we made him captain. And that's for me, that's Ten Hag's biggest, black mark. Why have you made him captain? Why have you put so much faith in him? That's my biggest issue. Him and Mount. I can, whatever. But breaking Bruno captain, that's horrendous. Bro, and you know what that says to me? He's not going to get dropped. He's undroppable. Because it's not like a Maguire situation from last year where it wasn't Ten Hag's. This is Ten Hag's captain. This is the one he chose. You see how he talks about him. He never gets dropped. When even last season, there wasn't one game when Bruno was healthy, he got dropped. There wasn't one game. I don't remember it. And
he's like a cockroach. Cucaracha.
Never gets dropped. Never.
Cucaracha. Cockroach.
He's so bad, bro. Oh my.
Hey, to be fair, I do want to say quickly though. One thing I think he did well is to complain to the ref and get a yellow card.
And he's also good at like his grass retention. You know, like him and his ability to connect his ass with the grass. It's a very good connection. He probably knows the length of the grass in the OT. Yeah, and he knows like on his shorts.
See, when I got you, I've started that question. See, when I'm gonna get to it, I started that question. So don't worry, man. I got you, my bro. Go on, Prime. You wanted to say something, right?
Nah. I mean, Martinez was earlier in the group chat that he was done talking about Bruno, and now he's talking about Bruno.
Bro, it's because I saw it again, bro.
That should be a violation. Bringing up group chats on prime time. That's a violation,
bro. People.
What? I was just a question, curious, but it's fine.
It's like if you criticize Bruno online, oh, you're a City fan, you're this, you're that. You're not a Man United supporter. You don't know ball. All these picos, bro. Suck a dick, man. Suck a fat dick.
All right, relax, man. All right, chill out, man. Take a time out, man. Take a time out.
I told y'all.
Take a time out, man.
Just take a big sausage, man. Like, how the hell?
Just take a time out.
Plus, you got to fake an injury. Get the players over the manager. You got to.
Hey, Warrior J. What's it called? Right, give us those questions again. In regards to Sione says flawless is Sancho done at United. He's been done here. I've said this all summer long. This is why I said if I get a good offer, I'd move him on. I said this all summer long. I don't think he will be successful here. I think he can still be successful elsewhere, 110%. But I just don't think here. It's not the place for him to be successful. We don't have the platform for him. No, you can see what he needs. He is a system player, and I think if you implement him in the right system, you will get the best out of him. He's not one of those players who's going to shine by himself. No, like that's just legit what it is. The players who shine by themselves are Rashford. You see the players that shine. Like people are calling for Palestri. Why is that? But Palestri's direct. He's electric. He's direct. That's why he'll shine. And that's just off the bench. You've seen it at Hoyland in a short cameo.
Hey, I'm doing
strong
direct.
direct.
He's not Anthony though. He's not Anthony.
No, I hear you. He's not Anthony, but you've seen you like what you've seen from Palestri so far after sub appearances, isn't it? I'm right in saying that, right, Eddie? Yeah, that's my point. You know what I'm saying? Like Palestri's look bright when he's like, that's just what it is. That's the type of player who is going to be, that's the type of attacker, I should say, who's going to be successful here. Look at all these. That's why Anthony don't look too good because he don't have that. Rashford, Garnacho, Palestri. They're the ones that look the best. Whether you rate them or not is not what I'm talking about. Talking about who actually has impact in matches. No one has more impact in our forward line than those three. Like, that's just the facts of the matter. Well, people don't like it. It's an athlete's game. Taz was going on about it before, and I speak on it all the time. Pace and power. Athleticism. That's what it's about.
I know that Newcastle ain't in good form, but one thing we're tall and athletic. We're tall and athletic. Why did we get this?
That's why you're so successful. You have athletes all across that pitch.
Can I ask real quick though? Like, I saw Sancho take Man United from his bio, obviously from IG. So where is he going? Is he gonna go to Saudi? Like, you're not going anywhere, brother. Like, see you in 2 weeks.
Hey, he might be going back to Kempton, man. He might be going back home.
No. Yo, I see a lot of people. I see.
It's when Mudryk goes back to Kiev, innit? Yeah, go on, Alan.
Bro, he's going back to Russia.
Yo, that's cool. You can't be saying that, bro. That's crazy. I can't lie to you, man.
Anyways, crazy. Is he not from Ukraine?
All right, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, shit joke. Yeah.
We'll discuss it later.
Yo, Alan, what did you say?
No, I'm just saying, I've heard a lot of people talking about the Ronaldo interview in reference to Sancho and his recent, Notes app tweets. So I'm just saying, like, instead of Piers Morgan, I think if he did the interview with Troops, that'd be like the best person to do it with.
What I'm saying. We can't let everybody speak on this family business, man. He out here getting jokes off, man. Hey, Flawless, man, conduct this, man. You can't have this shit, man.
Hey, you know what? We gotta let it go. You know what it is? You know why I let them do this? Because we know who to get back when these teams lose. Because these teams are gonna fall off. Chelsea and Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? And
Newcastle are well-known bottle jobs as well.
You gotta take shots. I like to know who the enemies are. You gotta know who the ups are. You get what I'm saying?
I'm doing.
That's like we just like when When the Ange bubble pops, it's gonna be beautiful. Don't worry about it, because it will pop.
Bro, if he gets sacked, I'm going with him. I don't give a fuck. I'm going with him. Like,
Go follow Stuttgart. Go follow Stuttgart.
Let me go to this. To Warrior J, who says, if you guys want to see an improvement in your team, what improvement will that be? Also, rate your team's first 4 games this season. You know what? We'll go to you first on this, Steve. You answer this first. Go to this.
You want to see an improvement in your team? What improvement? So the improvement would be Eddie Howe bucking up ideas with the starting 11. I want Almiron out. I want Matt Target out. I want Lewis Hall in. And I want Harvey Barnes, Isak, Joelinton left wing. He's tried that before, and then naturally 4-4-2. I want to see Callum Wilson in. I want to see something different with the front 3. I think the midfield 3 of Joelinton, Tonali, and Bruno Guimaraes. I think Bruno G's been poor, to be honest, in probably 2 or 3 out of the 4 games. So he needs to buck up his ideas as well. But the improvement would be I want to switch up the front 3. Buck up our ideas, switch formation, do something different. And rate the first 4 games of the season, 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. Wonderful win against Villa. Awesome. Losing away to Man City, expected. Losing to Liverpool when you're a man up for 65 plus minutes, that's unacceptable and embarrassing. And I'm still pissed about that. And then you get put in a spliff and smoked by Brighton 3-1 away, which I expected, but I'm going to still say 2 out of 10 because I wanted like 4 points out of that. Yeah, we're starting off the season trash. So that's 2 out of 10. And I want to see a new front 3, new formation. So that's me. Odds, I guess.
Yeah, it's good. Go to Man United, to the Man United from Eddie and Matasa. What do you guys say?
Shit. What improvement I want to see? Get rid of Bruno, Maguire, Shaw. Let me not, because it's just get rid of majority of the whole team other than 3 players.
Yeah.
What rate your team's first 4 games? So we have 2 wins, so I'll give it a 2.
That's pretty accurate. Man United and Newcastle have been trash to start the season, to be honest.
Yeah. And we're lucky it's the beginning of the season. That's the only thing. Like, the fact that everybody else is on 10 and we're at 6 is a blessing. But I just can't see it getting better. That's the problem. So we're not out here getting embarrassed yet, but it could get ugly. I mean, I'll have to see this team with Amrabat to give you a whole nother kind of understanding of where we'll be at. But yeah, a 2.
Yeah, for me, it's like we don't really have a tough game in the Premier League till like November.
Brighton at home, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, they're hipsters, man. I'm not too worried about that.
I still think it's gonna be tough. I think you'll squeak it. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. But improvements.
You expect too much of these guys. I'm sorry, Cortazza. I'm sorry.
It's like
go on. Man.
What improve? It's, bro. I ideally I would want Bruno dropped, Wan-Bissaka dropped, Anthony dropped, Martial dropped. Yeah, like, wow. But that's not gonna happen, is it? So just improvement is just the manager being more ruthless. I just want to see I would love to see Bruno dropped. Like, I don't know if that's realistic, but yeah, that's really that. Rate your team first 4 games. I'd give it like a 1.5, 2. Yeah.
All right, let's go to the Chelsea man. Luis Prime and Alam. What are you guys saying?
I'll keep it quick. Improvement. Not seeing Ben Chilwell in attack. That'd be an improvement, and I'd like to see that. And rank. Hold on. He said, rate your team's first 4 games. So 12th place, right? 12 is like a little below half. So 4 out of 10 is a little below half, and that's how I'll do it.
Okay, Luis, what are you saying? I think he's not there still. Brian, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you go with the question.
What rank? How we've done so far?
Rank and then what improvement? Yeah.
I don't know. 3.
Just say okay, 3 out of 10.
And improvements. I don't even necessarily have a problem with like the formation or the system he's trying to.
Go all left wing,
but I put players that would suit what you're trying to do. Play Mudryk on that side or Maatsen. Stop playing Gallagher. Stop making Jackson like having to run channels and drop deep and do everything when there's no one who's going to occupy his vacated space, for one. And two, he's too tired at the end of it to actually put chances away. We need to start creating proper chances because our creativity is still an issue. I would drop Sanchez, but then again, I've not seen Petrovic, so I don't even know if that guy is actually good. We spent $1 billion and like, you know, I don't know, man.
Yeah, so
I'm just waiting until, you know, when this fan base properly turns and we can all rush Poch.
If I could add an addition to Newcastle real quick.
Yeah, go on.
My buddy texted me he wants us to be able to control a game without giving the ball away needlessly. And I think that's a huge problem. Like it's crazy because like that Brighton game, we're turning the ball over for fun. It was like we would get it's like, dude, what the hell? Like just retain the ball, keep some possession of the ball. Stop making these freak decisions. Just slow it down. I feel like
do you think it's the players or the manager?
I think the players are just it's not been a good start to the season, and I don't really know if it's the manager was the Liverpool. It was shocking to bring off Tonali. That's another thing. Eddie has to stop fucking doing. Stop taking off Tonali.
Hey, Newcastle.
Massive mistake.
Steve, Newcastle should not have been an oil club and take a Tonali, but here you go. Anyway.
Shut up, man. Shut up, man.
My last thing with Chelsea, Poch, have a plan B. Because this thing where in the last 15 minutes of games, we're throwing on every forward we have and nothing's working.
Oh, that's Pochettino style right there.
I called him a net when he was at Spurs, but people said, you know, he doesn't have the money. He spent $1 billion and he hasn't spent $1 billion actually. He spent like But anyway, have a plan B. Actually, not even that. I don't mind if you don't have a plan B, as long as your plan A works. So put players in the right position for your plan A to actually work.
Yeah, you put on the whole list. Like,
I don't wish injury on players, but like I'd rather Chilwell was injury prone as opposed to Reece James because I don't want this guy touching the field.
Okay.
As much as I'm pissed at Almiron, I wouldn't want him to get injured. So y'all really must be done with players like Havertz, Mount, Chilwell.
Yeah,
like for me, that's crazy. I understand why y'all feel that way.
Maybe one day you're gonna go there and then you will realize, like, because like obviously these guys trying to achieve things and then, but obviously Chelsea.
No, but the thing is, I'm not trying to necessarily like.
Oh, I know you. Yeah.
I'm not trying to achieve anything really this season. It's just like if we're doing if we're doing this thing where we're spending all this stupid money to bring in all these 18-year-olds so they can develop over the next few years. I'm sick of this giving Mudryk slave minutes in the last 5 minutes and then we lose the game and then people blame Mudryk. Like whether or not people think he's good enough.
Yeah, he's just shit to start out with anyway.
Hold on. Okay, no one cares what you have to say. Whether or not people think these young guys are good enough. Okay, whether or not people think these young guys are good enough, like they were bought for a reason to develop them. So at least actually play them instead of giving them like little minutes.
So you're telling me Chelsea is just the Gucci RB Salzburg? That's flawless. Like they're buying good talented players around the world, and then they sell them. So you're a selling club now. Like you develop talent for the big club. You've been going on forever. So let me just go so we can go to the next question.
Thank you, man. Cut that damn water off.
I really haven't.
Bro, you like see, Alam was going quick, and Matata and Eddie was going quick. Yo, you've been talking about like for 5 minutes. Like, goddamn.
Because it's all right, cool. Fine.
Anyway, okay. I'm the last one in this, so we can go to the next question.
Fire a few questions, people. Fire a few questions.
The improvement that I want to see is I want to see Brennan Johnson start over Kulusevski. I feel like Kulusevski just hasn't started the season off great. More I can't really say about the starting 11. Like, keep the Son at the number 9 for now, because I don't want to see Richarlison again. And then in the left wing, you can decide between Solomon or Perisic, in my opinion. Like, whatever. Like, just for now, Solomon, because he's been looking good so far, in my opinion, on the left. And how I rate the season, one improvement. Get Dyer the fuck out of here. Even if it has to go, because there's still a couple windows open, so he can go elsewhere. Even if it means we have to promote Phillips more and more, it doesn't matter. Just get Dyer out of here. What I would rate this season so far for 4 Premier League games. I can't really complain too much. All of this, so to be honest, I think we overachieved already this season. So I give it 9 out of 10, and just because we drew the game to Brentford.
First, you know what I'm saying? First. Like everyone that's tapped in. How we only at 87 likes? Like check 1212, man. Let's get us up to 100 likes, man. Let's get us up to 100 likes. We are closing out in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Hit the subscribe button because we are closing in on that 8,000 subscribers. I will do an 8K subscriber party. What exactly that will be, I don't know, but I'll have to do something. I think I did something for 7, but not 6. So yeah, because we're currently at 7,893. So yeah, we are closing in. I'm saying we really are. Let's get a couple more subscribers. Let's get us a couple more subscribers. Get us to 7,895 because we are going to touch 8K during the month of September, which is exceptional as well. Big up to Jack says, question for Manchester United fans. Are you worried our main centre-backs Varan and Martinez haven't played a whole 90 minutes and keep getting injured or get benched for precautionary reasons? With Varan, no, I don't because I knew that beforehand, so it wasn't a worry. Martinez just doesn't look like he's recovered from last season's injury, but I think we'll get it. I think we'll get it right. You know what I'm saying? I think we'll get it together. I think we'll get it right. So I don't really have too many issues with that. And like I said, if we play like we did today from a defensive standpoint, take out the 2 silly errors for the goals, not really much problems. What are you saying, Eddie?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, even with the defensive errors, you look at when we conceded and who was on the pitch. Maguire and Evans were on the pitch when we conceded, so I can't make too much of defending because they're not like, again, defending is not our issue. It's them scrubs that lead our attack that's the issue. That's it. So I think, with them two, Varan, we knew what it was when we signed him.
Yeah.
He's always been the type of player that's had to deal with injuries, soft tissue types of injuries. Nothing really too crazy, but enough to have him out for 2 to 3 weeks. This time, unfortunately, it's about I think they said like 6 weeks or something like that. With Martinez, like Flawless said perfectly, he hasn't gotten over the because it was a big injury. I think it was a broken foot that
it was a
metatarsal. Yeah, and those ones, especially in a game like soccer, you can't, and the amount of games that we play. The last thing you want to do is cause like the overstress to create something else in that foot. So that's why selling Maguire was so damn, necessary, because we need better center backs and we can't afford them now. So, we can, but we just don't want to pay. And so, yeah, I think from that standpoint, I'm a bit worried. But with those two, I'm not, because that's what we understood it to be before the season even started.
The same thing with Newcastle, bro, to be honest. Like, I knew we were just going to ride or die with Botman and Cher. Is that a good idea? No. Do we have to roll with it? Kind of, I guess. And so basically, like, going in, I was like, all right, I was on Lewis's channel for like a month straight saying, we need a center back. Newcastle need a center back. Newcastle need a center back. And Chalba was keep getting linked with everyone but Newcastle. And I was like, why? Why? Obligation, a year loan, obligation to buy. That's what I would have done. I like the Lewis Hall signing and Livramento for the future because they look decent. So like, cool, but like, I just felt like that center back. It's like that's a glaring hole because if Scherer, Botman get injured, well, now we see what happens. So like, I don't know. Maybe we signed an Irish kid from Milan, like an 18-year-old Irish kid from the Primavera. We could give him Yeah, facts.
Look at Prime repping Ireland when he wants to.
Prime, you're all of a sudden Irish again.
Who did Ireland got in the international break? Let's check that out.
Hey,
I'm doing
I hope someone hurts you one day.
Steve, can you look up who
people, but I gotta cut out, dog.
Yo, Eddie Love, because I'm gonna close out the show anyway. But Eddie Love every single time.
Actually, would be better, Eddie. Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
Good chopping.
Ireland got France away and Netherlands at home.
Damn, bro.
Oh, wait. Speaking of France, where's Timo? Because he's at 6 points from France.
You broke up.
Yeah, I heard about that little Timo.
Say that again, Prime. You broke up. Say that again.
6 points from France.
Timo was trying to impress the Irish girl about that.
Yeah, we're just trying to impress the Irish. We know with the pattern, man.
Yeah.
You be always you be always trying to move up on some Italian women. Like, what's wrong?
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
What?
This guy,
Don't act like you didn't hear me.
Yeah, no, this guy plays dumb. Yeah, go on, Tazo. What are you saying?
Hey, can we talk about Chelsea?
I hope so.
Get off your chest. Yeah, go on, get off your chest, and then we're gonna close out. Go on, Tazo.
Hey, how many mid performances from Enzo till we say, hey man, he's got to do more? How many do you think?
I think you know what? I think the reason why he has time in the bank because we've not seen him with Lavia and Caicedo, which from a football fan perspective I want to see, and because they have so many other glaring issues, it will always get glossed over.
Bro, he's had 6 months in this league, and what's his face? Now he's got Caicedo next to him as well. I don't think he has any excuses left, bro. Caicedo next to him in a pivot. I'm not saying like, oh my god, he needs to be KDB, but he can't just be mid. Like he's got to live up to something. He was a British world record player before Caicedo came in. Like
Murtaza's right. People killed Pogba for this, so
and that was unfair. So I can't do the same to Enzo.
No, but
Pogba had great games.
This goes back to what I said to Mons and to Murtaza. You guys should stop crying Chelsea don't, get bantered enough when you guys don't do anything about it.
I don't care because I the thing is I do, so I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm doing right now.
Murtaza's here. He's one of the people that cries about it like a baby, and he won't do anything.
But that's what I'm doing right now, dumbass.
You clearly are not. Nothing you said is funny.
No, it's not that. I'm just saying that, bro. How many mid performances? Because it's nice, a little,
big
stuff
up
here and there, but like it's just switches of play and Javi scans, bro. Like there's nothing more to it.
I agree with you.
He's not doing anything crazy. I rate Enzo. Like I think his potential is crazy, but he's not doing anything, bro. Like it's just mid.
He's vastly overrated. So, but I agree with you. People should get onto him. But you guys are not going.
Yo, bless up, yeah. Every single time,
man. Peace out, boys.
Every time, man. You already know the pattern.
Pochettino, bro. Hey, if you don't fix up quickly, big man, bro, this guy, he's gonna get cooked.
Hey, all I'm saying is, the key word, Big Six record. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be a cold winter for him if he's not gonna improve that.
Bro, in October, you know what their schedule is, bro. They got Arsenal, Brentford, Tottenham, City, Newcastle, Brighton, Man United back to back. Like
they pretty much got all the good teams.
Chelsea fans will turn when we lose the Spurs. That Spurs game will be the turning point.
Oh, when do you play Spurs? When do you play Spurs?
I think it's after they play Brighton, somebody else. I think.
Okay.
What? Yeah, that's when because we will lose. We will lose the Spurs. We'll get battered, and that's when people will start.
It's at home or it is.
It's at Spurs Stadium.
The Bridge. Yeah. You guys are gonna get cooked.
No, it's not at the Bridge. It's at the Tottenham Stadium.
Yeah, that's what I meant at the Lane. Sorry.
Yeah.
bro, I'm saying, bro, Pochettino, yeah, we're not telling you to fucking challenge for the league, all this shit, but you can't be 12th, bro. You can't take her from 12th to 12th. I know it's 4 games. I know it's 4 games.
No. Hey, no, Bentaz, know what it is? This is the no whole Chelsea fan said this is not my Chelsea. I know this is not you. This is not a Premier League Chelsea. This is top bowling Chelsea. Why young players develop them, finishing 12th, and sell them? Like when Enzo's 25, turns 26, you have to sell him because he's older than your policy says. No player over 25.
I've seen somebody call it DiCaprio FC.
I see these guys. They don't have one good goal scorer. Legit, one good goal scorer that can score goals.
Yeah, they got
Nkunku. I said this back before the season started. Chelsea fans were like, "Oh, but what these guys will score? What if they click? What if then?"
Bro, and people tell me Raheem Sterling, bro, the last time this guy scored over like 20 goals, like people say, oh, he's a 20 goals season winger. Bro, that was 4 years ago. 4 years ago. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo was still good 4 years ago.
They'd snatch a hand off for 10 goals from him right now.
Bro, like it's crazy. Like, and that's what my saying is, right? I see the Chelsea fan. It's not that, oh, then why are you setting us expectations? I'm saying is, bro, when I say these guys haven't spent the money well, there's I see everyone in our group chat even. Oh, the only issue I have with them is they spent that money on Mudryk. Apart from that, I think they spent the money really well. No, they fucking haven't, bro. Why do you need Lavia when you don't have a goal scorer? You're buying like these guys are buying like 3 to 4 mid players and not just buying one really good player.
Because they spent the money. They spent the money poorly. That's why.
So I definitely disagree on this thing.
That's what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole goal with this shit, because no one admits it. No one does it. Oh nah, man, we're this. Todd Bowley, went to France.
Don't say no one does it, because
no. Apart from you, Prime.
No, but it's not even just me. There are some people who speak out on these things.
Let's not do this. Let's just Matala finish his point.
You only speak now.
Let's just let Matala finish his point, man. We don't want to
Scott, Surfer, Ahmed, C1, all these guys, bro. No one, none of these guys. I haven't seen. Oh, I say, oh, have they spent the money poorly? Do you still have full faith in this ownership and front office? They're like, oh yeah, for sure. They, apart from Mudryk, it's all been good signings. I'm like, okay, if that's what you believe. Then if you think you spent $1 billion, you've had all these great incomings and everything, then I should expect a title challenge, right? Because you've bought all these players. That's where my energy comes from. But if you can admit that, we don't have goals, we're not a great team like that, then I'm like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, all right, cool.
You know what it is, though.
Respond to it.
What it is about that spending, right? It's kind of about the Mudryk being the only poor money spent. The thing is, I feel like that would have to be disproven by the fact that a lot of money spent in the last window is already kind of on players that they're trying to move on from. So you got Koulibaly, 33 mil, he's already gone. You got Aubameyang, 10 mil, already gone. You got Cucurella, 60 mil, already they're trying to get him gone, right? So it's like that take would that can surely be disproven when people say that. Just like a lot of this money is already on players that are gone, some players that they're trying to get out of the team, and then other players that are if anything, have a chance to make the money look decent, but there's no home run signing here. I don't know. I think I haven't really heard that take like that, because I feel like you could just easily prove that wrong.
Bro, every time I ask them Alam in the chat, no one, bro, and the Chelsea fans I speak to, now I'm just talking about me, personally for a second here, that's all they say. And even if you can say the all them signings have been bad, that's even 100 million out of the billion spent, there's still 900 million that's poorly spent, in my opinion. It's not that they're spent on bad players, they just have spent them on the wrong profiles, wrong positions at the wrong time.
Also, profiles, positions, but then also the wrong kind of pieces, because we've actually spent so much money on youth talent and Strasbourg talent. It's really it's genuinely a bizarre decision to start there before the main stuff. It should go the other way around.
Yeah, But that's why I said Chelsea are currently just the Gucci suspect until they actually do something with the talent that they're buying at this moment in time. Like it's all good, it's all well and good buying young talent and then send them out on loan and then make a profit. But at the end of the day, Chelsea Football Club, what is the number one target? Competing. You're not competing with Cole Palmer that has 0 Premier League career goals. Sterling can't. We can't look at Sterling and say this is your best goal scorer. It's just one of them ones, but we will see. Maybe we are wrong, and Poch can turn it around all of a sudden during the hard period, and we're all gonna be like, "Oh shit, we are wrong about Poch," but we don't know until we find out. Innit? I just enjoy the moment.
We won't know, and also like that's the thing is he needs changes have to be made, and I think like there's a bulk of changes that have to be made that are related to players that like he doesn't have for him right now. So I don't think he is going to turn it around. And I think honestly, there's a reasonable chance that like things just get really, really messed up in the fan base before that.
Well, I hear that. But large up everyone that has tapped in. Big up to everyone that has tapped in. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. I've not updated the upcoming live stream schedule. For next week, I will do that. I'm going to do that tonight, people. So I will do that in the next hour and a half or so. So make sure you check out the upcoming live stream schedule here on the YouTube. Kick doesn't actually have an upcoming live stream schedule, but there'll be content coming up on the Kick. But anytime we go live on the Sarcasm City TV Kick, people, I'll always post it across all my socials, the Sarcasm City TV socials, all on the YouTube channel. On the YouTube community page right here on Sarcasm City TV. But yeah, we started on the Kick this week. Obviously, we ran the Chelsea Nottingham Forest game, Brighton versus Newcastle. Victor did the F1 show today as well. Me and Ahmed did Big Fights, Big Nights Only, obviously recapping Eubank Jr. beating Liam Smith, plus more. So big up to everyone who has tuned in. We're going to keep the show on the road. We are going to hit 8K. Love to everyone. Don't forget, we are available on all audio platforms as well. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV. This show and all the other shows on the channel will pop up, people. So SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, hit us with that follow. Spotify, all you Android users, make sure you hit the follow button, notification bell, and iTunes, Apple Podcast, all you iPhone users, 5-star us on there as well. But yeah, Warrior J, you already know it's international break, but Sarcasm City goes on. You already know. That is what it is, man. Even though it's international break, you still get the regular week schedule. Obviously, you won't get no Premier League football, but we'll pattern something on over the weekend. Probably put pro clubs on here or something like that. But we'll sort something anyway for you lot to get some form of live football. But love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.